Love is happy when it is able to give something. The ego is happy when it is able to take something. The feminine is more powerful than the masculine. The soft is more powerful than the hard. The water is more powerful than the rock. If you suffer, it is because of you. If you feel blissful, it is because of you. Nobody else is responsible. Only you and you alone. You are your hell and your heaven too. If you love a flower, don't pick it up because if you pick it up, it dies and it ceases to be what you love. So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession, love is about appreciation. The greatest fear in the world is of the opinions of others, and the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep, you become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. The real question is not whether life exists after death. The real question is whether you are alive before death. God is a person. Godliness is a quality. You cannot become God, but you can be godly. Nobody has the power to take two steps together. You can take only one step at a time. Don't be angry at life. It is not life that is frustrating you. It is you who are not listening to life. Touch your life. Drop the idea of becoming someone because you are already a masterpiece. You cannot be improved. You have only to come to it, to know it, to realize it. Falling in love, you remain a child. Rising in love, you mature. By and by, love becomes not a relationship. It becomes a state of your being. Not that you are in love, now you are love. Nothing kills the ego like playfulness, like laughter. When you start taking life as fun, the ego has to die. It cannot exist anymore. The moment you remember your freedom, the moment you drop all your chains, all your prisons, there is no difference between you and God. Meditation has only one meaning, and that is going beyond the mind and becoming a witness. In your witnessing is the miracle, the whole mystery of life. Yes, I would like you to love yourself because unless you love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. You don't know what love is if you have not loved yourself. It is a strange thing that every child is born with a closed hand and everybody dies with an open hand. Experience life in all possible ways: good, bad, bitter, sweet, dark, light, summer, winter. Experience all the dualities. Don't be afraid of experience because the more experience you have, the more mature you become. Once you have started seeing the beauty of life, ugliness starts disappearing. If you start looking at life with joy, sadness starts disappearing. You cannot have heaven and hell together. You can have only one. It is your choice. Millions of people are suffering. They want to be loved, but they don't know how to love. And love cannot exist as a monologue. It is a dialogue, a very harmonious dialogue. You are emperors who have fallen asleep and are dreaming that they have become beggars. Now beggars are trying to become emperors. In dreams, they are making great efforts to become emperors, and all that is needed is to wake up. I teach you joy, no sadness. I teach you playfulness, not seriousness. I teach you love and laughter because to me there is nothing more sacred than love and laughter, and there is nothing more prayerful than playfulness. When you really laugh for those few moments, you are in a deep meditative state. Thinking stops. It is impossible to laugh and think together. Friendship is the purest love. It is the highest form of love, where nothing is asked for, no conditions, where one simply enjoys giving. People say love is blind because they do not know what love is. I say unto you, only love has eyes. Other than love, everything is blind. If you love a person, you will not interfere his personal life. You would not dare to break the boundaries of his inner world. When I say that you are gods and goddesses, I mean that your possibility is infinite. Your potentiality is infinite. Life is a mystery. It can be lived. It can be known by living it. It is not a problem. It is a challenge. It is not a question. It is an adventure. You will have to become a child again. That is what is meant when God says, unless you are born again, you cannot understand what I am saying. The ego can exist only with effort. If you make some effort, ego is fed, you are doing something. You are reaching somewhere. You are achieving something. When there is no effort, there is no ego. You are being taught everything, but you are not being taught to be yourself. This is the ugliest form of society possible because it makes everybody miserable. Death is not against life. It does not end life. It only brings life to be a beautiful peak. Life continues even after death. It was there before birth. It is going to continue after death. Life is not confined to the small space that exists between birth and death. On the contrary, births and deaths are small episodes in the eternity of life. 99% of your problems are created by you because you take life seriously. In life, God does not give you people you want. Instead, He gives you people you need to teach you, to hurt you, to love you, and make you exactly the way He wants you to be, the best. People who are spiritually minded tend to suffer from anxiety and depression more. You know why? Because their eyes are open to a world that is in need of repair. They literally have an increased ability to feel the emotions of people around them. Only thing, you have to walk and create the way by your walking. You will not find a ready made path. It is not so cheap to reach to the ultimate realization of truth. You will have to create the path while walking yourself. The path is not ready made, lying there and waiting for you. It is just like the sky. The birds fly, but they don't leave any footprints. You cannot follow them. There are no footprints left behind.